Chapter 26. How Don Gaylor completed his adventures. Gaylor was then conducted by two damsels to a castle in the forest, seated upon a rock, where the murdered palanquins dwelt. He called at the gate, and a knight appeared above it, demanding what he wanted. To enter the castle. This castle is only used to let out those who are within. I will show you how to enter, but I fear my labor will be lost, for you will not have courage. So help me God, as I will go in, quoth Gaylor. All right then, and go to the foot of the tower. Presently that knight appeared again upon the tower, and another greater than himself, completely armed. And they two, winding a winch about, let down a basket by a cord, saying, This is the way in. Will ye promise to draw me up in safety? Said Gaylor. Yea, truly, but afterwards we will not warrant you. Wind up, then, quoth he. I will take your word. And he placed himself in the basket. God protect thee, thou gentle knight, cried the damsels, for thou hast a good heart. They drew him safely up, and he leapt from the basket. Then said they, Knight, you must swear to defend the lord of this castle against those who challenge him for Antimon's death, else you shall never depart. What? Quoth Gaylor. Did one of you twain kill him? Why demand you? That I may make him know that the great treason he hath therein committed. The knights answered, How canst thou be such a fool as to threaten us, being in our power? And then drawing their swords, they laid upon him furiously. He, seeing himself in peril, for they were two perilous knights, made no trifling. Ah, God, quoth the damsel below, hark! What a battle! What will become of our champion? Presently the two knights were thrown from the tower, and Gaylor called to them, Look, if either of these be palanquins. You have so handled them, sirs, quoth they, that it is not easy to know, but we believe neither of these is he. Then Gaylor descended the tower, and entering a large hall beheld a fair damsel, and she was exclaiming, Palanquins, why fliest thou? Art thou so brave in arms as to slay my father in battle, and wilt thou not meet this knight? At these words Gaylor looked round, and espied a knight well armed, endeavouring to open the door of another tower. He ran to him. Palanquins, fly or fight, you shall not escape. The traitor, seeing no choice, turned to battle, and fiercely smote at Gaylor, his sword entering so deep into the shield that he could not draw it back. But Gaylor with one blow cut off his arm, and overtaking him with a second as he fled, cleft him to the teeth. Take this for thy treason to Antimon. When the damsel heard her father's name, and saw the vengeance, she came and blessed the knight for what he had done. On my faith, fair friend, quoth he, he deserves shame who would wrong one like you. But tell me, are there no more to combat? None but the servants are left, who are ready to obey you. Let the gate be opened then for your mother's damsels, who led me here. Great joy did they make when they saw their young mistress for her deliverance. When Gaylor had laid aside his shield and helmet, they were astonished to see one so young and beautiful. And Branduetta ran to her deliverer and embraced him. My honorable lord and friend, more cause have I to love you than any other living. Tell me, who are you? Who are you? They call me Gaylor. God be thanked that Antimon is revenged by such a knight. My father often rejoiced in your fame, and in that of your brother Amadis, for he said that you were the sons of King Perion, his liege lord. And it was for fear of ye, as Antimon's countrymen, that Palanquin so fearfully kept his castle. That night they returned to her mother's castle, and Branduetta so requited his services that Gaylor did not regret the Duke of Bristol's niece.